I have told her, I've showed her the messages. I have asked her
you
point
haven't.
blank,
You
what's
haven't
this
showed
about?
me pictures or screenshots, nothing.
When twin sisters, Blakely and Arabella, were born premature, they both weighed under 4 pounds. And at the time, their mother, Cari, was terrified they wouldn't survive. Well, today we're happy to report the twins are now 5 months old. They're thriving. So please welcome Cari, who's coming to us from Fayetteville, Arkansas. And she is furious that her 2 miracle children are actually being denied by her fiancé, Randy. And his reasons for this betrayal are truly stunning. Watch.
15 different people told me that my fiance Cari had cheated on me. How the hell am I supposed to know that Cari's twins are mine after hearing all that? Arabella and Blakely are cute babies, but I just don't think that they are mine. I've been with Cari on and off for 7 years, and Cari just can't be trusted. There are so many rumors about Cari being seen here and there with all other kinds of men. I know she's cheated on me. I love the twins, and I really want them to be mine. But with Cari's track record, today I am preparing myself for the worst.
Wow, I mean, if he says that, Cari, I mean, how would you describe your relationship these days with your fiancé?
Very rocky. It's been a up and down roller coaster ever since the twins were born. It's just not gotten better.
How positive are you that he's the father of these little girls?
100%. There's no doubt about it. I've been loyal to him the whole entire relationship. I've just worked. There's nowhere else I've gone.
Well, where does he get this idea about you and all these other guys?
People have just been filling his head. My ex's sister said that she saw me with my ex and that she sent Randy pictures, but I've never seen this proof. I've asked him multiple times, but no proof.
When you found out you were pregnant, you told him. What was his reaction? Was he happy?
Very. He was so happy. We've been wanting to start a family since we were together. And now that we were, it was going really good.
And then what happened?
Just ready for the baby to be here.
And then when did it all change?
Then it changed after the twins were born. Things just started going downhill. All these rumors started happening of me cheating on him constantly, people seeing me with other guys.
Meanwhile, apparently, while you were in the hospital, he was on the phone texting with his ex, right?
Yes, he was. He went to the bathroom and left his phone in the family lounge, and we have access to each other's phones, and I came across a message to his ex saying that he was no longer with me, he wanted nothing to do with me or the twins, and he was just kind of there as like a temporary parent, pretty much. Even though he signed the birth certificate, signed the acknowledgement of paternity.
And yet,
for everything.
He kind of got up and left for a while, didn't he?
He said he was going on a business trip to Oklahoma with his boss. And when I was able to get on his Facebook, I saw more messages between him and his ex saying that he wasn't with me, he didn't want to be with me, the girls weren't his, and he just didn't want anything to do with them. So I told him he needed to pack up his stuff and leave.
But if you're still together and he's still your fiancé, he had to have come back, right?
Yes, he came back after the twins got out of the NICU.
And you welcomed him back, right?
Yes.
So you love the guy?
Yes, I love him more than anything in the world. I'd do anything for him.
And everybody should know this was a difficult delivery. They were born, 2 months prematurely. They had to stay in.
Yes, I had him in March.
They had to stay in the NIC unit much longer than you would want, right?
Yes, definitely.
And he helped out, didn't he?
He helped with bathing. He held them for a couple days. He'd help change their diapers, take their thermometer, get their temperature. Other than that, he really wouldn't hold them much after just the first couple of days of them being in the NICU. I was pretty much doing all the holding.
Right. Okay, these are identical twins, right? I mean, these little beautiful girls. You think they look like him?
They look a lot like him.
They do?
They have the same features as him, more than they look like me.
Randy, nice to have you on the show.
Thank you, Maury.
How come you're listening to all these people?
Well, Maury, when I've got people coming to me with text messages and picture messages of Cari telling people that, this person's the father or that person's the father. And, with her being around all these other people and me having picture proof of it, text messages and pictures, they don't lie. And when it comes directly from her phone and I see the screenshots that she sent to her ex-husband or to this person, it makes me doubt whether or not I'm actually these twins' father or not.
I've never once cheated on him. He's never showed me proof. And I've asked him multiple times for this proof, and I've never seen it.
Randy, you also have been accused in the past of having a child, and you weren't the father, right?
Yes, sir. I raised this kid for about 9 months, and then I had people telling me things. I decided to get a DNA test done. Came back that the child wasn't mine, and I just don't want to go through that again.
But Randy brings up a point. Why don't you tell her exactly who these people are who are talking to you?
I have told her, I've showed her the messages. I have asked her point blank,
you
what's
haven't
this
showed
about?
me pictures or screenshots, nothing.
I've showed them to her, but she denies that it never happened when it came directly from her phone.
It didn't never happen. I've always been loyal to you.
As I understand it, Randy, when you heard that she was pregnant, you were happy, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I sure was, because I wanted a family with her.
In fact, when you heard it was twins, you were doubly happy.
Yeah, I was doubly happy and doubly scared at the exact same time.
Well, I understand that, too. Anybody would tell me that we're going to have twins, I'd be a little upset, too. I'd be, wow. But there was a particular guy who told you during her pregnancy that the twins might not be yours, right?
Yes, actually, she had talked about this guy, said she worked with him, and he came over to the apartment one day, and he's like, hey, I need to talk to you. I had only seen him. I'd never met him. And I mean, he started showing me message after message after message of her saying that, she was pregnant before I got here, that she had had a miscarriage.
Really?
Telling him that the girls were, his. She even went as far as having him have a DNA test done.
Is that right, Cari?
To rule him out.
Yes, I did have him do a DNA test, and that DNA test came back that he was not the father of the twins.
Well,
the guy he was talking about, we have had a past, but that ended when I started talking to Randy again.
I got you. So when doctors told you, Randy, that Cari was going to have a high-risk pregnancy, what was your reaction?
I was worried because the doctor said there was a chance we could lose one or both of the girls. The doctor said that depending on what all happened, I could lose Cari. And, that really hit me because I didn't want to lose the kids. I didn't want to lose her.
Why then, while she's in the hospital and you're there, you're texting your ex?
Yes, I was texting my ex because I am trying to get a divorce from her.
You want to be the father of these two little girls?
Yes, without a doubt, I want to be their father.
Cari, you okay with?
Step up and actually help.
Cari, you all are back together, right? You love him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you love her?
More than anything in the world.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
With everything I have.
Well, then we might as well get the results because you both want the same result, all right? Here we go. In the case of 5-month-old identical twins, Arabella and Blakely, Randy, you are the father. You are not the father.